The AI industry has just experienced its most seismic week in history, with back-to-back groundbreaking releases that have collectively redefined what artificial intelligence can do. OpenAI's GPT-5 has shattered performance benchmarks with near-human reasoning capabilities. Google DeepMind's Genie 3 has achieved what experts thought impossible by generating interactive 3D environments from single prompts. Anthropic's Claude 4.1 has raised the bar for AI safety and constitutional alignment while matching GPT-5 on complex tasks. And in a move nobody predicted, OpenAI has open-sourced a powerful foundational model called GPT OSS that threatens to upend the entire AI startup ecosystem. These simultaneous breakthroughs represent not just incremental improvements, but quantum leaps that blur the line between human and machine intelligence across multiple domains. GPT-5's most shocking capability is its emergent multi-modal chain of thought reasoning, where it can now analyze images, documents, and datasets while verbally walking through its problem-solving process with uncanny human-like hesitation and course correction, making its outputs feel less like computer-generated responses and more like watching a brilliant mind work in real time. Early tests show it solving graduate-level mathematics problems while explaining its reasoning with the patience of a tutor, debugging complex code bases by simulating runtime environments in its latent space, and even predicting real-world outcomes by modeling physical systems. In one stunning demonstration, it accurately simulated fluid dynamics well enough to advise engineers on prototype testing, a capability previously restricted to specialized computational physics software. Google DeepMind's Genie 3 has meanwhile revolutionized generative AI by creating fully interactive 3D worlds from simple text descriptions or even rough sketches. Type a cyberpunk city with flying cars and neon-lit alleyways, and within seconds you're exploring a navigable environment with realistic physics, lighting, and sound, where objects behave according to real-world rules. The implications are staggering. Game developers can now prototype entire levels through natural language. Architects can walk clients through unbuilt designs in photorealistic detail, and educators can generate historical recreations or scientific simulations on demand. What makes Genie 3 truly disruptive is its underlying neural physics engine, which predicts how objects should interact without pre-programmed rules. Drop a virtual glass, and it shatters differently each time based on material properties inferred from the prompt. This technology, when combined with VR headsets, creates immersive experiences indistinguishable from reality, raising profound questions about how we'll distinguish between physical and AI-generated worlds in the near future. Anthropic's Claude 4.1 counters these raw capabilities with unprecedented focus on safety and alignment. Its constitutional AI architecture now includes 47 distinct ethical guardrails that dynamically adjust based on conversation context, allowing it to handle sensitive topics like medical advice or legal counseling with careful, measured responses that consistently prioritize human well-being. In benchmark tests, Claude 4.1 matches GPT-5's technical prowess while demonstrating superior judgment in ambiguous situations. Where GPT-5 might provide exhaustive but potentially harmful information, Claude 4.1 recognizes ethical boundaries and suggests consulting human experts. This version introduces real-time values alignment tuning, allowing organizations to customize Claude's ethical framework for specific cultural or institutional needs without compromising core safety principles. A healthcare provider could emphasize patient privacy while a school might prioritize child safety, all using the same underlying model. The most unexpected development came from OpenAI's surprise release of GPT OSS, an open-source foundation model with performance approaching GPT-4 levels. This strategic nuclear option effectively commoditizes base-level AI capabilities, undercutting startups building atop proprietary models while pressuring competitors to follow suit. The model's architecture reveals several breakthroughs in efficient training, including a novel sparse mixture of experts design that reduces computational costs by activating only relevant neural pathways for each task. Already, developers have fine-tuned GPT OSS for specialized applications ranging from legal contract analysis to protein folding prediction. The open-source community is iterating at unprecedented speed, with some derivative models surpassing the original's capabilities in narrow domains within 72 hours of release. This democratization of cutting-edge AI comes with risks. Researchers have already removed built-in safety filters to create uncensored versions, highlighting the double-edged sword of open access to powerful models. These simultaneous advancements have created a perfect storm in the AI industry. GPT-5's reasoning, Genie 3's generative worlds, Claude 4.1 ethical sophistication, and GPT OSS's open proliferation collectively represent a tipping point where AI transitions from tools to collaborators. The business implications are already unfolding. Entire categories of consulting, content creation, and software development face disruption as these models demonstrate capabilities rivaling entry-level professionals. Education systems are scrambling to adapt. Students using GPT-5 can now receive personalized tutoring that diagnoses misconceptions through dialogue rather than just providing answers. Creative industries face existential questions as Genie 3 enables solo creators to produce work rivaling studio teams. Legal and medical boards are emergency meeting to define boundaries for AI-assisted practice after demonstrations showed Claude 4.1 outperforming junior professionals on standardized exams. Underlying these application layer shocks are fundamental scientific breakthroughs. GPT-5's training incorporated cognitive architecture principles inspired by human working memory, allowing it to maintain context across vastly longer interactions. Genie 3 leverages neural rendering techniques developed for particle physics simulations, giving its generated world scientifically accurate lighting and material properties. Claude 4.1's safety features stem from mechanistic interpretability research that finally allows engineers to peer inside the black box and adjust specific neural pathways. GPT OSS's efficiency comes from sparse training algorithms that reduce energy consumption by 60% compared to previous models, addressing growing concerns about AI's environmental impact. The societal impact is unfolding in real-time. Courts are debating whether AI-generated evidence should be admissible after GPT-5 demonstrated ability to reconstruct crime scenes from incomplete data. News organizations are implementing AI transparency policies as Genie 3 makes realistic fake footage trivial to produce. Stock markets are fluctuating as analysts struggle to predict which companies will adapt versus be disrupted. Even interpersonal dynamics are changing. Early adopters report feeling like they have a team of experts on call through these AI assistants, fundamentally altering how people approach problem solving in their personal and professional lives. What makes this moment uniquely disruptive is the convergence of capabilities. It's not just raw intelligence increasing, but the integration of reasoning, creation, ethics, and accessibility across these systems. GPT-5 can explain its thoughts, Genie 3 can manifest them in virtual space, Claude 4.1 ensures they're applied responsibly, and GPT OSS puts them in everyone's hands. The next generation of AI applications will combine these advances. Imagine a Genie 3 environment populated by GPT-5 characters with Claude's ethical constraints, all running locally on fine-tuned GPT OSS derivatives. We're witnessing the emergence of what futurists call ambient intelligence, AI so seamlessly integrated into our lives and environments that it becomes indistinguishable from infrastructure. The coming months will reveal whether humanity can harness these technologies wisely. Regulatory bodies are already drafting emergency frameworks, while ethicists warn of unchecked proliferation. One thing is certain, the world post-GPT-5, Genie 3, Claude 4.1, and GPT OSS looks fundamentally different than the world before them. These aren't just better tools, they're the foundation of a new era where artificial intelligence transitions from assistant to agent, from tool to teammate, from calculator to collaborator. The shockwaves from this week will reverberate through every industry, institution, and individual life in ways we're only beginning to comprehend.